Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a catnap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee. Like this. A present. Like Christmas. Oh, man, that is the spot. Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
What would you like for breakfast? The usual. The usual coming up. Milk? Cereal? Crunchy or silent? Better make it silent.
And some bacon.
Bacon.
And one soft-boiled egg.
And one soft-boiled egg.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank goodness.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank
And we live, guys. We live. But the music is a little bit off. And we gotta change that. We gotta change that. Where is that? Let me just do it quickly. And, you know, we're gonna start talking about, you know, what's happening on the chart. Because everybody's very, very excited. So we gotta know that. 12 bucks, Laden. I need 112 bucks. Because of that IGU. It's not pumping that much. So we're gonna talk about that. But first we gotta start with a little bit, you know, a little bit, you know, because reasons. We gotta pump the mood a little bit. There we go.
Random rewards are so sweet, honey's all that I can see. Blame nature.
I hope everybody's doing well. Salim, what's up? Mlad and Gort. It's either a fake out or breakout, but soon to confirm breakout, give it a week. Give it a week? What's wrong with you, Gort? What is wrong with you? We had a breakout. I mean, if this isn't the breakout, I don't know what the breakout is. We are a weekly close. Bitcoin is at 41.6. Dutch. I'm just gonna turn down the music a little bit because reasons. He hates. Yeah, he hates money. If this isn't a breakout, I don't know what the breakout is. Do I have any lines on my charts? No, this is the wrong one. Here. I mean, everything is broken. Like even this channel up here. I don't know. It was crappy channel, but you know, it's still a channel. Even this is broken towards the upside. So you know, it is very, very exciting. So in this video, I mean, we have to have Bitcoin daily because Bitcoin is at 41.5.6. And you know, if you watch Ivan Tev has live now, 2.6k people watching. Usually it's only like 500-600 people watching his channel on the lives, but right now Ivan Tev has you know, 2.6k people watching, Everybody is super excited. And this is the FOMO move, guys. This is the FOMO move. This is where everybody gives in. This is where everybody gives up. And this is where usually there is some kind of top. Unfortunately, there is some kind of top. But it might be good for our altcoins. There's also two things you need to remember. Number one, when Bitcoin tops out, altcoins do not top out. Because there will be a lot of selling, there will be a lot of FOMO on Bitcoin top, but you know, the smart money, or the smart people, or the smart traders, or the smart degens, they do understand that, you know, Bitcoin doesn't have that much upside right now. From 41 to 46k, or 50k, I said like 45 to 50k, give or take, because there are definitely lines on 50k. But you know, up here to 50k, it's only like 20% upside. And as more and more people, you know, start to come, you know, into the market right now and start to FOMO in, the smart traders, smart degens, they understand there is not much upside left. And what they do, they are actually going into altcoins, because once there is no more upside to Bitcoin, they are going into altcoins, and the altcoins start pumping, right? Because everybody's looking, okay, Bitcoin is topped out. I want something else that didn't go up, you know, 300%. Because once Bitcoin is at 45k, that's 300% from 15k. If you look at Bitcoin over here, from all the way from the bottom down here, from the 15k levels to 45, sorry, that's 150%. Why do I think that's 3x? To 200% is 3x. Yeah, 200% is, sorry, 50k. That's why I'm saying 50k, because 50k is 200%. It's 3x, right? So once Bitcoin's pumped 3x, you are looking for something else that didn't pump, right? And what didn't pump? Altcoins. Altcoins didn't pump yet, right? So altcoins button, we just had yesterday talking about, you know, the boxes on the bottom on the altcoins, what did not pump, because everything's gonna pump. So just because, the first thing to remember is, just because Bitcoin pumps does not mean that altcoins are done pumping. But once Bitcoin hits the top, does not mean that, you know, altcoins and meme coins and stuff like that, you know, shit coins are not, you know, are done pumping as well. Because oftentimes they do, you know, lag a little bit, and when we come to some kind of top, you know, there is euphoria on the top. On the top, you know, usually people get very, very greedy. They look for something else, and then altcoins pump, right? But eventually, you know, you need to follow coin by coin, whatever you have, and you know, think a little bit about, just move this a little bit over here, and think a little bit about, you know, which coins of yours are pumping. Usually there is some kind of channel, usually there is some kind of parabolic move, usually there is a straight line to some kind of resistance level, and that level is gonna, you know, at one point break. But when it's gonna break, you know, will it break with Bitcoin, will it break before that, after that, you know, that kind of depends. Some coins might even top out before Bitcoin, coins that have been pumping a lot lately, Kaspa, Solana, you know, I think there are other coins. Rune has been pumping lately. These coins can actually stop and you know, stop and dump before the Bitcoin. 200 bucks. We have been through so much up and downs. It's a honor to have lived it with you, Salim. What? That, you know, Mladen, I'm already up on EGU with my EGU trade, 200 bucks. Dude, thank you very much. We need Bitcoin to pump more. When I need to add this to our donation goal. Donation goal, 200 bucks. Damn, 238 bucks out of 1 million. Yeah, we're getting there with the donations, guys. We're getting there with the nation's goals. Salim, thank you, man. And you remember, guys, I mean, when we are going towards the upside, it is kind of, you know, very, very sketchy. There is a lot of, you know, doubt, disbelief, stuff like that, where it's gonna go. But, you know, we buy the fear, we sell the, you know, euphoria, and that's how it goes. In this video, in this Bitcoin Daily, we're also gonna talk a little bit technical analysis, because I've been thinking lately about, you know, why do we get a lot of, you know, shorting at certain levels. And we often know why, because there are resistance levels. But, you know, we're going to talk a little bit about tech analysis, and we're going to talk about why does pump price between, you know, in these empty spaces that we call. So, you know, there will be definitely a little bit, you know, TA for you guys that like TA. Salim, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Now, Bitcoin is up 4% right now, 41.5, and over here. And before we do that, let me just do another thing over here. Yeah, we are not quite like, you know, Ivan Tech, you know, we take it slow. And I'm just gonna put this in, you know, as a background music over here. First of all, and let's see YouTube like this over here. There we go, there we go, there we go. You know, we gotta play Van Elso song. There we go. Let me just see if this is too loud. There we go. I remember you saying a few months ago, maximum pain now is going up, and since then it went up from 28k to 41. Yeah, maximum pain, because, you know, people are getting, you know, people are getting too, you know, you know, people are getting too bearish, and they think, you know, resistance levels, so, you know, maximum pain. If you've been following, let me just turn it a little bit down. If you've been following Ivan on Tech and some other channels like Crypto Banter, and if you've been watching Twitter or X, people have been saying that around 38.7 there is over a half a billion shorts that are gonna get liquidated, and we broke that like you know what, right? We broke that like you know what, 38.7. There was like half a billion to 1 billion or something like that shorts. There was a huge amount of shorts that are gonna get liquidated and closed at these kind of levels. And you can see that we over here broke that, and right now we're just pumping towards upside. And these major levels need to be broken. Now, why is 38.7 or 38 very, very important? If you go to the monthly time frame, it was a very critical level. It's not actually 38.7, it's 38.5. This is a monthly level, very, very important, because you only have two levels down here. You can see here, first level was at 35k. There was a lot of shorting at 35k level down here. You can see up here when it came to 35k level, there was a lot of shorting. People are trying to push it down. We broke that, we came up to the next level up here, and we tried to break that over here, and right now we are breaking that next level towards the upside. Now, important thing to notice is that, you know, once you hit these very major levels over here, you know, there will be a lot of shorters up here on these levels, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more in depth. But right now, you know, the thing to notice is that, you know, 38.5, 38.7 give or take, because people put their liquidations a little bit above that. All of these shorters got wrecked, right? So we are having a short squeeze. Nobody longer believes that we are going to go down. Everybody believes right now that Bitcoin is going to go higher and higher, maybe even parabolic move towards the upside. If you've been following an X and other traders and other, you know, tech analysis, you will notice that a lot of people are saying that, you know, this is a parabolic move. We're just going to never stop. We're just going to go towards the upside. So we are getting this, you know, intermediate move towards upside right now, where we are getting into the FOMO. So what we call, at least, well, you know, what I call this move up here, it's a FOMO move. There is no other way to explain it. You know, people, you know, doubted that Bitcoin is going to go high over here, you know, that was understandable. Then we broke the resistance level up here, but no, this is just a fake out. This is going to go even lower down here. Then we consolidated, went up here to again towards 30k levels, tried to break that, pull back down here into the same levels down here on the bottom side. There were a lot of fear down here, and from this fear we just pumped up to the next resistance. Had this exhaustion pattern up here towards the outside that right now is breaking towards the outside. This price action is extremely strong. The price action is extremely strong because this exhaustion pattern up here on the downside, doesn't matter how you draw this, this is you know, this is always broken. You can draw it something like this over here, but this is also broken. There is no way to draw this exhaustion pattern up here right now, and you know, it's always breaking towards upside. Exhaustion patterns, anything that goes towards upside and you break that towards upside, that is a very, very strong move. Unfortunately, it's also indicating some kind of, you know, ending phases of the move. So yes, we are at right now 41.6. We think that that, you know, 46 to 50k levels is some kind of top up here. 50k level, give or take. This is some kind of top up here, and once Bitcoin start getting into those levels over here, this, you know, we might assume it's gonna to top out. Now we are not saying it's gonna top out like forever. It's talk about IGU. I will talk about IGU I will talk about IGU. We are not saying that it's gonna top out and it's game over, but it's we think that and we're gonna talk a little bit about what we think, but we think it's gonna pull back. It could also have exhaustion pattern up here, bigger exhaustion pattern, and then break towards upside up here. But this consolidation phase after the consolidation phase, either towards downside or towards upside, this is gonna play out after 46 to 50k. At least that's what we think, right? At least that's what we think. So right now, if you look up here on the weekly time frame up here, the 46 to 50k, that's up here. We also have the halvening event in April 24 up here. So what we are thinking is like we're gonna go a little bit more here, and then between the top over here and to the halvening, we are gonna go either into the halving down or up to the halving up here. So it's gonna be exhaustion pattern over here towards upside, then we break towards upside, there is gonna be some kind of pullback over here, and then go towards the upside. That's at least the theory so far. Could this be the move that it just continues going like something like this over here towards upside? Parabolic move up here right now towards upside. I mean, it technically can, right? I'm not saying that the parabolic move cannot happen. What I'm saying, it is a little bit unlikely, especially because euphoria is kicking in right over here right now. If you look at, again, Ivan Tech, he has 2.63k viewers right now. Everybody is very, very excited. Altcoins are already been pumping like 200-300% if you haven't been noticing. And right now they're gonna pump another 200-300%. And once that's done, it needs to pull back. The euphoria needs to get down. So let's look at this chart over here a little bit more, and let's go up here. I already have these. Let's go to monthly time frame up here. I already have weekly closes up here on the chart. Let me just set halvenings up here, halvenings events, this one. And let me just turn off the show labels stuff because we already know. And the next halvening up here right now is in 2024. Oh, it already put down the halvening event up here, 2024. That's the halvening event. So what we're gonna see here right now, it's these yearly closes over here. Once we pump into the yearly close, we pull back. Pump into the yearly close, pull back. And right now we are pumping into the yearly close, pulling back. But this move over here looks most likely like 2015-16 move just before this parabolic move. That's why people are talking about these parabolic moves, because this is actually curving towards upside. But to have this move right now before 2024 towards upside, some kind of over here towards upside, we don't think that's gonna happen. What we think, if it's a parabolic move, it's gonna go into the 2024, 2025. Up here, where's 25? Up here, 24, 25 is December 24. So what do we think? It's it might go something like this towards downside over here, and then downside over here, and then in 2025 you get this move. You still get the parabolic move towards upside, but it's definitely gonna pull back. Not definitely, there is no such thing as definitely, but we think that's gonna pull back. Now we are not like other channels, so unfortunately I cannot be very happy for you to talk about we're gonna go to 60k, 70k, 100k, whatever. We are very realistic here, and realism demands a little bit bearishness when everybody's bullish, and a little bit bullishness when everybody's bearish. So right now we are getting into this phase where everybody is stupidly bullish. And if you've been watching Ethereum as well, breaking towards upside, we think it might actually come to some kind of levels up here, 25k. But it is euphoria move. Enjoy the euphoria move. Everything is pumping. There are only good news, and I cannot say that I have been right all along, because I have not been right at all. There's been bearish times. There's been time when I've been in maximum fear down here. I was thinking like it might drop down. It did not drop down over here. It did not drop down. It did not drop down. But as soon as we came down here, I was like, yeah, it might have actually dropped down over here. Like I get into the fear. I'm a very emotional human being, and when when stuff happens, I can get very fearful, right? So in these moves up here, I did get very emotional, very fearful. But those are often the times, at least from what I'm learning, that where the price actually reverses. And we cannot say that we believe that this is just going to go very easily towards the 46k. It's been a tough ride towards upside, but the analysis has been on point. And even down here, when it came down to the 15k levels, we've been thinking that there is probability it can go down to 10k. You know, I'm thinking this might actually be just a spring. This wasn't a spring, this was a box, and then, you know, you get out of the box towards the upside. It does happen over here. There is also a Mladen box that he bought. As you'll see here, there is a box up here on the 1 hourly time frame. And Mladen broke the box. You know, oftentimes you'll break very critical support levels over here, and you know, in this box down here, Mladen bought this, and you know, it just comes back up this. So these boxes are very, very important, and these boxes do happen, and you actually go towards upside. But you know, say that you know, I believe that, you know, I didn't believe that 10k is possible. I did believe that 10k is possible once we came down here. Over here at 20k, I didn't think actually we're gonna go. I thought we were gonna go down here and just continue towards upside. We came into the box, but once we came into go up box, I became fearful again. You know, we're gonna go down and then we pump towards upside. So you know, next time I'm in, you know, fear, you know, you're gonna buy, right? Next time in very much fear, you know, you're gonna buy. Now there are still people saying that, you know, right now that, you know, oh, this can still go back down to 10k and stuff like that, right? It can go down to 10k, guys. It can literally go down to 10k. But for that to happen, something big needs to happen on the chart. So it's very, you know, and right now nothing has been telling us that, you know, this is going to go down to 10k or 15k again or anything like that. There is none, you know, we are getting into the halvening. Oftentimes after the halvening, there is a pump. If you're going to go down to 10k, it's going to be before the halvening. That means 5 more months of, you know, action before the halvening happens. So if you want to go down to 10k again, you know, for whatever reason, you got 5 months, maybe give or take a little bit more. But you know, if it's gonna happen 10k, could we pull back? We're gonna definitely pull back, but you know, are we gonna go down to 10k? There is very, very little, you know, right now, very little chance of that happening, right? Very little chance of happening of that. And right now, this move towards upside up here, there might be some kind of line up here where it's gonna go like something like this up here. We are definitely pulling towards upside, so we're gonna definitely be looking for new lines up here at the top to see if there is, you know, something actually correlating beside. Over here there's a 46 channel, which is very, very nice. Sorry, not this one, this logarithmic chart. We got to do it like this over here, and there we go, there we go. So you can see up here, you know, the 46, that's one of the lines that we are looking at for 46k when it's gonna hit. Now there, I told you that there will be a little bit technical analysis talk for you guys that like that, so we're gonna talk about that. And what I'm gonna talk about over here right now on technical analysis is why do price. And the reason we are going to talk about that, because I wanted to make a video by itself, but over here you will see a lot of shorting, right? Over here you'll see a lot of shorting. And why do people short these levels? And why does price pumps, you know, very, very strongly towards upside through these, what are you going to call them? Through these boxes. So here are the boxes. Major levels, right? Major levels, 45, 47k, right? These are major levels, right? What you're gonna notice is the price pumps very fast through this box. So over here there was a box, we went down. Once we break this over here, we didn't come all the way up here, but we came pretty far towards upside. But it goes pretty fast, right? And then there was this box over here and pumped very fast. And right now we're expecting this pump up here very fast. So why does it pump very fast through boxes, right? That's the big question. Why does it pump very, very fast through the boxes? And the answer to that, at least the way I see it, is because good traders, and you know, it's very you know, subjective on what a good trader is. But you know, from what I've seen, you know, good traders versus bad traders. Good traders short the resistance level, and good traders long the support levels, but they long very important support levels and they short very important resistance levels. So you will see, and you know, bad traders, they look at, you know, 1 hourly time frame, you know, 4 hourly, 15 minutes time frame. They look at, you know, some resistance level, and even though they might be doing the right thing, they're getting wrecked a lot of times because they are not shorting the big levels. And good traders, the big difference between the good traders and the bad traders, the good traders are doing the same thing, but they're doing, you know, big time frames, weekly, monthly time frames, huge levels. Those levels they are shorting because there is more probability to actually break, you know, get good entries on these levels than on small time frames. So when you see something like, you know, 45 to 47k levels up here, this box up here is gonna be shorted like you know what. Okay, it's not because it's gonna be short because that's just, you know, some kind of level, and you know, it's gonna be shorted because good traders have a lot of money and they're going to be shorting these important levels. They're not going into the, you know, the daily time frames. I'm looking for something, or there is some, you know, some level over here at, you know, 41k, and there is a 44k. I'm going to short that, short. No, they're going to short these big levels, huge levels, and there is going to be a lot of shorting. The reason I'm talking about this now, because that happened at 38k. So if you go to the monthly time frame over here, go to 38.5 level, you will see. And here was a lot of shorting. You could see it on the chart. There was a whole bunch of shorting up here at 38.5 level. You can see up here, this move up here, it started consolidating up here, broke towards upside, and then you had this waterfall towards downside. These are shorters shorting the 38k. Then we pumped up here, but that was exhaustion. That was, you know, liquidation pump up here that oftentimes goes up here and then breaks towards downside up here. But they didn't do that. And they were trying to short. Over here, we came up here. No, they're trying to show. You can see this waterfall again over here. That's a shorter shorting these levels, and there has been a, you know, a lot of money shorting these levels, and they failed every single time, and the price has been holding. And over here they're starting giving up, and then we come up here to 38.8. They're still holding a little bit up. Then we break through that, a little bit consolidation, and right now this over here is capitulation phase of the shorters, right? So this 38k level broke. These big traders, good traders, failed on the major resistance levels, and that can happen, but there is a less probability to fail on major levels than there is on the small time frames. So when you have a major resistance level on the weekly and monthly time frame, there is a smaller chance to fail than when you're shorting daily and 4 hourly and stuff like that, right? So you might find some kind of daily level up here. It might correspond with the monthly, but let's say this is just daily resistance level. Once you come to that, there is a lot of shorting, and there is a good probability to go down, but it can oftentimes fail, and fails more often because it is a daily level. So right now over here we are pumping towards upside. There are levels up here that are important on the daily time frame, but these can easily be, you know, easily be broken. Even though they're gonna be shorted, they can easily be broken. The 45 to 47k level, you know, all of these guys that, you know, failed over here, they're gonna try on the next level, and that's a 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50k levels. They're gonna try to short these levels, and that's gonna be 46 to 45. So not only do we have euphoria up here where everybody buys, not only that, we also know that shorters, good traders, DJ good traders, they're gonna short these big major levels. So everybody buys, your grandpa buys, your coworker buys, everybody pumps everything. DGens pump meme coins. You know, traders short the major levels. There is no way this can actually break above 46 to 50k levels. Now it could do that, but you know, my analysis says that there is no way that you can break the 46 to 50k levels. No way. So the way I see it, over here, this area up here, this is the shorting area towards downside. Of course I'm going to short here. Exactly. So these major levels needs to be short, right? They do not short. I mean, you know, traders short any kind of level. It really doesn't matter. On the weekly time frame, there are levels up here, there are levels over here, there are levels down here, right? There are all kinds of levels, and there are a whole bunch of levels that are, you know, and there are also, you know, trend lines up here that are very important levels, and all of this is getting short. Any of the resistance are shorting. So the difference between a good trader and the difference between a profitable trader and not profitable trader is because profitable trader short the resistance levels and long the support levels, and the difference between, you know, profitable traders and legendary traders is legendary traders short the major resistance levels and long major support levels, right? So there are resistance levels on all time frames. There are longs and there are shorts, but where you long and where you short, when you do that, that's a big thing, right? So the good guys, the good traders, the good you know, guys, you know, good investors, not traders, the good investors, they long the support levels, they go along the fear, they long the, you know, they long the when everybody thinks it's dead, right? And they're gonna short when everybody's in euphoria, right? They're gonna short when everybody's in euphoria. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is that this move up here towards the 50k, sorry, this actually goes to 46k. It's 200% move. How did I come to? Oh, that was I was on logarithmic chart. No, it's still. I don't know. How did I calculate 200%? 200% from the 15k to 46k is 200%. And I said this also not so long ago. I found out this during the last meme season. It wasn't so long ago, but I noticed that everybody is long in these round numbers, and the price is always going 10x, 50x, 20x, 100x, the x's, right? So 46k also corresponds very nicely to 200% on Bitcoin. That's a 3x. So the guys that bought down here, they're gonna be the first one to take profits at 46k. Why? Because 3x, they are like, I got 3x, I'm gonna take profit. Profits needs to be taken, and they're gonna do that. Not only that, this 46 to 50k level corresponds with a lot of other channels, a lot of other resistance levels, and it also corresponds very nicely with our theory of psychological, FOMO, isness, or euphoria. Exhaustion pattern up here, create FOMO up here towards the upside. This this move is a FOMO move, and oftentimes that's over. Now, I'm not bearish, guys. You know me. I'm still hodling coins. Might take profits on some coins, some not. Altcoins are not gonna. I don't believe that altcoins are gonna go. I don't believe that altcoins are gonna drop at the same time as Bitcoin tops out. I believe altcoins are gonna, like they say, you have Bitcoin, and then they start taking profit on Bitcoin, go into altcoins, altcoins pumps, then go into meme coin pumps, and then it's over, right? When everything pumps, it's pretty much over, right? But we still don't believe that this is any kind of top for for Bitcoin or anything like that. But what we do believe that after this move over here right now, let's just pop some kind of charts. I mean, we're also gonna look at indicators a little bit because they are also getting very, very toppy up here at the top. What we are thinking up here between 46 to 50k level. The way I see that there could be two ways this can actually play out, and the thing that we're gonna have, or I think we're gonna have, is a consolidation phase, right? You always have to have consolidation. Now, this consolidation phase can come in several ways. Over here, we had, a consolidation in a downtrend over here, where it went down, consolidated, and went towards the upside. This time, can we do this move up here? Can we, just drop down to, 10k again and then go towards the upside? I mean, anything can happen. But because of this channel over here, I think there is a very good probability to have this kind of move over here and then break this towards the upside, because over here at April 2024, right, that's the halving up here. So we could just consolidate up here in the top up here, have exhaustion pattern up here, or consolidation and uptrend, and then break towards the upside and go up here. And this would actually be very bad for a lot of people. Now, why would this be very bad for a lot of people? Because if we get consolidation up here towards the upside, shorters that are shorting these levels, all right, they're thinking that it might actually go a lot lower, and they gonna get wrecked, and then they go up here, and everybody up here is trapped, and then go towards the upside because everybody thinks it's gonna break over here towards the downside, right? Now that is one of the theories I have that this might actually happen, right? You have this exhaustion pattern towards the upside, and everybody waiting for this to break down because they want to take profits down here. Oh, it's exhaustion pattern is gonna break down. It doesn't do that. I mean, these dumps over here, they don't look that big, but it's like 20-30% dump, 16% dump, right? Over here again, that we have again 16%. There are 16-20% dumps down here. So you can have 3-4%, 20% dumps towards downside over here, and then move towards the upside, right? Yeah, I mean, this is one of the theories that I have that we can actually have because, it could just, hug the channel and do this and then continue towards the upside. Another way is just doing like we did previously over here, where we actually go towards the downside over here and create some kind of, bull flag and then go towards the upside. The other one is total capitulation up here because, something bad happened. I don't know, Binance maybe, died or something like that. You just drop down. It could happen. We don't see it right now. I mean, something bad needs to happen. There is definitely a line up here that we do not want to break. for whatever reason, right? There is a line over here that we don't want to break. Let's put like this over here. You can see up here very nicely. We don't want to break the line. So if you do break this line, you know, who knows what's going to happen below 36k level on downside. We're going to keep on following that. But right now, you know, if you go up here, you know, start doing these kind of moves up here to back to 46k level, I mean, that's a 20% move down. That's a 20% move down. So how is this going to play out? Because let's say we have a lot of altcoins, right? And we start taking profits on these altcoins and we think, you know, this is just gonna go down over here, and then we're gonna buy altcoins down here, you know, and then it starts doing this up here, and then you are out of the market again and the price pumps, just like, you know, everybody's out of the market over here, right? So over here everybody's out of the market, right? Because they think, oh, it's gonna dump, I'm gonna wait to buy here, and you know, it goes this way over here, right? Oh, this is a channel towards upside, it's a extortion pattern, it's a, you know, rising wedge, it's whatever, it's gonna dump down, and then it goes up and you're out of the market. There is you have to FOMO in. Everybody who cannot read charts have to FOMO in right now over here, because they do not understand how this happened. The only thing they understand is that this is a rising wedge. It should have broken down. You wanted to buy here. There is no way to buy down here. Right now it's going up. Everybody's talking about, you know, 50k, 55k, whatever. Everybody's talking about a move right here. So right now, you know, the only thing you have right now is, you know, to FOMO in towards the upside. Very bad move. Unfortunately, we are not there. You know, on this channel we bought down here. I bought everything down here, like I did, and you know, I learned my lesson. I get that. You know, I should not have bought altcoins down there, but buying Bitcoin around 20k was actually good idea, right? Even down here at 15k was a good idea. Dollar cost averaging in the after capitulation is a good idea. Altcoins, on the other hand, is not a good idea. I think the lesson I can actually learn from this is, you know, you gotta look coin by coin when they are over, right? And there are two types of coins, altcoins. There are good altcoins, there are bad altcoins, right? Good altcoins, Matic, Matic, Ethereum. I don't know which other coins, but ADA is definitely not one of the good coins, because it did this move towards upside. But the good coins, after Bitcoin capitulation, they are actually going towards upside. So if you look at Ethereum, right, after Bitcoin capitulation over here, they're actually going towards upside. So good coins might be actually, and if you look at Matic, for example, up here, Phantom up here, over here, this was bottom of Matic. It went a little bit towards downside up here, but not that much, right? But some other coins, you know, Cusp up here, also good coin, because I don't know when Casper came out. KDI, you know, bled, you know, all the way down. Right now it is breaking up here out of the channel and wants to do the move towards the upside. Solana up here actually went down. It was going down, so it wasn't actually as good as a Matic. But some coins, where is Matic? There is Matic down here. Matic down here. What you're gonna see on Matic? Matic didn't, you know, this is capitulation of Matic. Matic actually went towards upside. It pulled back, but still holding the support levels. And the other one, which you guys do not believe me, which is actually a good coin, is Dogecoin. Dogecoin came into the capitulation up here. It didn't break the bottom, right? So there are XRP. XRP is a good coin. You gotta say XRP is a good coin, because, you know, it did not break. I mean, this is a good coin. This is a good coin. You gotta assume it's a good coin, because it did not just bleed towards downside after Bitcoin, right? Chainlink is a good coin, right? Chainlink did you know, 300% move. It came into the box. This was a legendary box over here. You know, we learned about the box a little bit too late, and did 300% sorry, 3x move from this bottom, not these bottoms over here, but you know, just this last bottom up here towards top, 200%. That's 3x move towards upside. Yeah, so these are good coins. So there are good coins and bad coins. Unfortunately, most altcoins are bad coins. So you come into some kind of capitulation and it does this move down here. So what did we learn? That in the next bear market, we are not gonna just randomly buy any kind of coin just because Bitcoin's bottom out. Just because Bitcoin bottoms out does not mean everything else bottoms out, right? That's you know. And the thing that we can learn is that, you know, Bitcoin and altcoins are not very much correlated, right? It could be correlated in the short term, but in the long term, you know, we gotta look coin by coin, sector by sector, what is down, what is up, and then, you know, slowly buy in on coins that, you know, get wrecked. Now, yesterday we bought another coin. It's called IGUSDT. By the way, we are not shilling coins. I just want to show you something over here. And this coin up here, the bottom down here was at 0.18, but 0.01 was all the way down here, right? This is not actually a good example up here. Let's go to Magicraft, MCRT. Magicraft is one of these coins, and if you go down to 0.001, right down here, this is an important level, right? You will notice, and please do notice this over here, the number 0.01. And this is very true for meme coins. They will go down to these round numbers, 0.01, 0.000001. You know, these very round numbers, they will go down to these levels and they will pump from these levels. Because for whatever reason, human psychology, they want these levels to buy those levels and then pump from these levels. Because 10x from 0.001, 10x up here, it's very easy to calculate, right? You know, you buy 0.01, you go up 900%, you get, you know, you remove 1 0, right? 10x is removing 1 0, 100x is removing 2 zeros, right? But they want to hit these kind of levels. And if you go right now and watch a lot of these, you know, I call them shit coins, like, you know, coins that are so low on market cap, like, you know what, they will be hitting these very, very round numbers. And everything, when it comes to my theory, when it comes to, we are shilling coins bite. And when it comes to these, you know, my theory with technical analysis is very much based around psychological analysis. You go to my Twitter, it says psychological analysis done right. Because the longer I'm in this space, the more I understand that people are actually buying based on, you know, human psychology. You're buying, you know, coin at certain levels, like $10, that's a buy level. It's not 7.32 level, right? $10, you know, you want to buy $10. You want to buy when it has, you know, 3 million market cap, right? Or you know, 1 million market cap. Now, when some coin is at 1 million market cap and, you know, its price is 0.732, you know, that's okay because you are buying the market cap. So it's psychological. It's very like, assume when we are looking at IGU. Yesterday we are looking at this coin called IGU, right? And we wanted to buy this, right? We want to buy this, and we did buy, you know, throw some throwaway money. We are not. I'm not shilling the, you know, you do your money, I do my money. Not financial advice. This is just, you know, play coin, whatever. But if you remember, you said we're gonna buy, I said we're gonna buy, you know, Multivac and Revo, right? But you said we're gonna buy this because this thing has 2 million market cap, and I said okay, right? If we could wait a little bit, we could maybe wait to get that market cap down to 1 million and then buy, right? Because that's how human psychology works. We look at certain levels, certain numbers, either price or market cap or something else, number of cars, how many cars you are producing, you know, whatever that might be. But it has to be something psychological where we come down to the psychological level, market cap, price, whatever that is. And from those levels we pump. From those levels we pump. And that's also very, very important. And axis. So how much is going to pump? So if you buy something at 1 million market cap and, you know, it goes up to 10 million market cap, you're going to take profits. If you think that is a chance to go to 100 million market cap from 1 million, you're gonna wait. But you know, these axes are very, very important, very important. So just looking at these line, and the reason the lines work, at least from my understanding, is because they are holding certain levels, psychological levels. These psychological levels often plays in doubles, right? So if you have a channel, you can always take that, if you have a channel, you can often take that channel and double that channel towards upside because that's doubling, right? That's a psychological level. It's not some kind of, you know, 1.618 level. It's a doubling. Doubling is a psychological level. 10x, 20 million market cap. There you go. So it's always the psychological level. That's why you can always double the channels or triple the channels. That's why you can always take the lines and double the lines wherever they are, or 10x the line and then 10x again. If you've been following meme season, and I've been following meme season a lot, last meme season, not this season, you will see coin going, you know, 10x over here, 10x over here, then pulls back for whatever, you know, wherever it pulls back. I still have, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how much it pulls back and why it pulls back that much. But wherever it pulls back, it does another 10x. And it is really funny to look at because this is how it does. So you might think, you know, the entire move is not, you know, 100x. But first move is 10x and the second move is 10x. So if you sold up here, bought here, and did this move up here, you got 100x. And that's also a psychological move. And this is how you know, psychological technical analysis work. You know, although we do have lines and patterns and everything else, you know, this is how axes work. This is how, you know, people buy and sell. You buy because something is 1 million market cap. You buy because something is below 10 million market cap. You buy because prices are at round number, right? And where do you sell? Well, when you doubled your money, when you got, you know, 30%, 40%, 50%. You don't sell when you got 23% unless you hit some kind of resistance level, but, you know, psychologically, right? So I think I talked enough about, you know, technical analysis. I hope you guys got that, because, you know, it is gonna be important. And when it comes to psychological levels, right, the 26k level is the 200% up here. That's a 3x move. That's a 3x move towards the upside, and we are assuming that's going to be pretty much on top. The big question is what's going to happen after that. And right now, and oftentimes you have to wait a little bit to see the price action before we can actually get some kind of moves. When making channels, when we are making channels, we see some price go towards the upside, then goes down, then goes up, then goes down, then goes up, then goes down. And then, you know, the traders, you know, that are following whatever everybody else says, oh, you need 3 levels, you know, you need 3 touches to make a channel. By the time you have 3 touches, it's pretty much over. Everybody knows about that. You do not want to be the guy that have, you know, 3 touches on the upside, 3 touches on the downside. You want to be the guy that figures out where the touches are going to be before this touch, before this touch, before this touch. 3 touches is when you can already draw the channel. So when you have, you know, 3 touches up here, you can already draw the channel. You don't need anything else. You can already draw the channel after 3 touches. And the legendary traders or legendary, you know, technical analysis, they see the top, they see the bottom, and they can predict where the third touch is going to be based on previous price action. So there is some kind of line up here, it's going to go up here, you know, it's going to hit that. So they can already predict where the next touch is going to be, and they can already figure out where the channel is going to be, and they can already start trading. So they are already over here, they're already long, they're already shorting on the second move, and, you know, they're already doing that. So legendary traders, 2 touches, you know, good traders, 3 touches, everybody else, you know, 3 touches, top side, upside, you know, to know where it's gonna go. Bitcoin is 41.6k. We are very much excited. And again, don't get too excited, because even Crypto Save is gonna pretty much start talking about, you know, that this move might be a parabolic move. ETFs are gonna come out, like we said. We still believe that ETFs are gonna mark the top of Bitcoin. Whether that's gonna be top in 2023 December right now, or the top in 24 or 25 or whatever that's gonna be. But ETFs getting launched is not, it's not the thing you wanna buy. So we bought before that. And euphoria or the news we don't want to buy. The news we don't want to buy. So it looks good. 8k gang, Jurgen, how you doing, man? Let me see who I've been, you know, neglecting chat a little bit. So let's see up here, guys. If you got any questions, post questions below, and I'll try to answer them. We got into the question and answer, you know, part of the video. So, you know, you're welcome to talk, talk about IGU. IGU we bought yesterday. Again, this is purely speculation, not financial advice. You do you, I do me. But, you know, we bought this yesterday in our chat. And the reason we did that, because there is a box down here. It's okay box, you know, it did pump a little bit up here. But there is box down here, and we said, you know, we gotta buy a box. So we are buying the box. So we are thinking, we haven't actually done too much, you know, tech analysis on this thing over here. But, you know, there is a box. We bought the box, and we are hoping this is going to go towards the upside. That's basically it, right? DXY looks like it's going back to 104. Let's not look at DXY right now, because we know when Bitcoin is in euphoria, you know, it really doesn't matter what DXY is doing. Pin Chicken, long time no see. How you doing, man? How you doing? Dr. Karlov is in the chat. Aloha, man. How you doing, man? Please show moon phases. Yeah, we gotta show moon phases. Where are moons? There we go, guys. There we go. The moons are working. The new moons are not, but the moons are working, guys. The moons are working again. I changed the battery. We are halfway to new moon. Even Terra Luna up 300% from the lows, then you know it's hype going on. Yeah, exactly. Somebody was all asking me about Luna yesterday in the chat, and I was like, yeah, it already did, 10x, there is that. Even though Luna is dead, it can pump. There is no reason why Luna can pump. When meme coins, literally without any fundamentals, without, with scammy contracts, and they are really scammy contracts, they pump like 100x. Why cannot Luna pump 100x? There is no reason why it cannot do that. This space, crypto space, is the most crazy space of all the spaces, because things that are actually worthless pump like 100x. Of course, I'm short here early. P cycle indicator EMA is at 51. It might get there and bump before the halving. Ooh, that's a good thing. Let's check that out. So there is this indicator called Pi indicator. Pi cycle Bitcoin top indicator. Let's go to the monthly. Let's go to the chart over here. Let's Pi cycle, but there is another one. Wait, Pi cycle top indicator. I think this is the one. Is this with the lines? Is this with lines? Show moving averages. This with lines. Okay, it's not this one. This one. And let's look at it on Litmi chart. There we go. So this is the Pi cycle top indicator. And this one is actually very, very good. So what you're gonna see here is that every single time, let me just hide this chart a little bit. Every single time you get the cross over here. There was a cross between the red and the green over here, and then it went below it, and then there was a cross over here, wherever this is cycle top, and there was a cross over here. There was every single time there is a cross, and this is on the dollar. On the dollar top up here, every single time. And over here there was also cross, although it doesn't say. Wait, let me just hide this up here. There is also cross over here, but it doesn't say cycle top up here, but there was a cross over here. And every single time that's been the top, right? And right now what we are looking, or it might pull back, what we are looking for is when this starts going towards the upside, we get this move up here, and then you get to the top, right? So Pi cycle indicator, again guys, Pi cycle indicator, watch the indicator, because it's been right before 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It just might be right again. So it's gonna be very interesting following that as well. It might be cycle top. So, if this Pi cycle indicator tells we are at top, I believe we are at the top. I don't trust a lot of indicators, but this is the one that I do indeed, in fact, trust. I've been well, glad to see you back, Jurgen. Nice. Call Crypto is in chat. How you doing, man? Where is the strongest resistance on Bitcoin in your opinion? Right now, 46, because you always go to, monthly time frame. Just remove this over here. You always got just the monthly time frame. If you wanna know where the major resistance levels, they are on the monthly time frame, right? Right now we broke that, so the next one's up here, because you can see up here, the next one is around 45 to 47 levels, and after that it's all the way up here at the top. 58 to 61 levels, but these are major levels of resistance. This is the things that are gonna get shorted like you know what. I'm not saying that this cannot get broken, because this can easily get broken up here and for whatever reason just pump towards the sky. If it happens, check it for the guy. If this happens, if you just go, I'm gonna say I was wrong, but everything right now that we've analyzed is that 46k has to be some kind of intermediate top. It has to be some kind of FOMO move where the price pulls back or consolidates. Pulls back, consolidates, dumps, whatever you want to call it. It needs to stop around 46 to 50k for whatever reason, and then pull back, right? Yeah, as you saw, 200% on Bitcoin, there will definitely be profit taken around 46 to 50k levels. But these are major levels of resistance, right? There is also, of course, channels. And channels again on the monthly time frame up here. You can see up here we're in channel. So can we go to 56? If you just look at up here on these channels up here, because this channel up here, sorry, this is not sorry, this is a logarithmic chart like this over here. You can see this, you know, that these levels corresponds very nicely. And after that, you know, it's up here at the top, maybe even break towards upside up here, towards the midline up here, 47k, and a pull back. And after that, you know, then go to all the way towards the upside. But it does, in fact, does look, if you ignore the box down here towards downside, this in fact does look like, you know, parabolic move in the making. Although it is very early, it does look like it might be a parabolic move in the making. But I don't think this parabolic move is just gonna play out, you know, 2024, you know, whatever. I think we need to wait for the halvening. Halvening is very important. And I've also seen on Twitter on X that, you know, some people are saying that, you know, halvening is no longer important, and they will be talking about this, you know, money printing in US, how money printing corresponds to the 4 yearly cycles in Bitcoin. And they will say it's not the halvening, it's money printing. The only thing I can say about that, you can believe whoever you want to believe, but there is literally no reason to believe anything else beside the halvening 4-year cycles. And the 4-year cycles has not broken. It could be broken at one point, but there is no reason to believe that, okay, this is gonna be the time. You could say it right now, you could be right, but there is no reason. There is no, what are you gonna say? There is nothing that tells us right now that the 4-year cycles are in any way, shape or form broken. That's all I'm gonna say. Shiba. I like Shiba. Shiba is one of my favorite coins. You guys know that after Dogecoin, if you talk about meme coins, Shiba is the next one, right? And I've got 3 coins on my main list. I got Dogecoin, of course. I got Shiba Inu. I got actually 6 coins. And I got Pepe. And I think all of these 3 coins. Pepe is up, by the way, 20% today. And I failed to buy Pepe down here, and you all remember that. So I don't want to buy Pepe now, you know. I don't want to buy Pepe now. But these are the 3 coins. Now, Shiba has a, you know, nice place in my heart, because in previous bull market, you know, we called the top on the dollar up here. A 0.8 or something like that. Where was it? If you go to 4-hour time frame up here. Up here, we call this on the top. I don't know, there was a live stream up here. There was a live stream. I think this is the one. Yeah, we called this one, but it went a little bit after that. Like, it pumped after that. But we called this stop up here. And we are doing live stream on Shiba Inu. And we were looking where it's going to top out. Because this move up here, like, it was insane move. Like, everybody was talking about Shiba Inu over here. And, you know, it came up here at the top. And we called, I don't know exactly on the dollar where we called it right now. But it was 15, 4, 5, there we go. This is hourly. Yeah, it might be somewhere up here, but you know, I think we call this stop up here. This was exhaustion pattern up here. It came to the previous stop and then pulled back. Might be somewhere up here. I know it was something 8 something or something like that. So it might be this candle over here. Doesn't matter. But it was very nice. And the way we did that was, this was a parabolic move. And parabolic move always breaks down, and this was parabolic move towards upside, right? And what we were looking at is for breaking the parabolic move towards downside, right? And when you start doing this up here, then we are looking at this line up here, and then eventually it broke down, eventually, right? But it was parabolic move, and that's how we knew that there was a stop. But what's happening right now on Shiba Inu? Well, Shiba Inu right now, it has this, you know, consolidation phase over here. There is a line up here, a very nice line, and there is also, you know, support levels down here. But you know, yeah, the last consolidation phase was down here. The box, if you could call the box, was over here, and right now it's at a very resistance level. So it hasn't broken the resistance level just yet. And we can actually go a little bit higher time frames up here because it's easier to see. We'll also put some moving averages on the chart. Oh yeah, don't let me forget. We gotta look at indicators on Bitcoin after this, and what you're gonna see up here is that Shiba Inu went above the moving average. So there is a 10-20 moving average over here, down here. Went to the 50, pulled back, retest that. Right now it is breaking this over here. So it looks nice. So if it can actually close above the 50 moving average, we can actually expect this to continue. So I'm expecting next couple of weeks everything to actually pump. Not just Shiba Inu or anything like that up here. I actually expect literally everything to pump on next week. So I expect, you know, Shiba Inu to go, I expect Dogecoin to go, I expect everything else to go, meme coins and stuff like that, because once Bitcoin starts coming towards some kind of top, I think everything is gonna go. But yeah, let's start looking at the indicators up here. This is a weekly indicator. Shiba Inu right now, RSI sitting at 56, so there is no overbought levels over here, so it can definitely pump. If you look at a MACD on the weekly time frame right now, looks like it wants to cross the zero line over here. Right now it is very, very close. It's been slowly climbing up here towards the upside. Right now it wants to cross zero line. The momentum is again going towards the upside, and the volume on Shiba Inu up here on the consolidation was a little bit higher up here. On this move towards upside, the volume did actually climb towards upside. The move on over here, it did actually climb towards upside, but as soon as it breaks this you know, midline up here, we are expecting this, you know, this volume to actually explode towards upside as well. There is also no overextensions on my indicator either, which actually is very, very nice. So there is no reason for Shiba Inu to, you know, dump towards the downside over here. If it wants to pump and close above the 50 moving average, it's going to be all good. Now the last thing we're going to look at is Bitcoin and indicators down here, and what you're gonna see here is all of these green candles. So what you're gonna see here is that we had, let's see on the daily time frame, and this is also why a lot of people are bearish, but we are not bearish, because we know, you know, the thing that is thing over here. So this, let's put just over here. So this extortion pattern up here, it goes towards the upside and the volume goes down, and a lot of people are going to tell you that, oh no, this is going to drop down because volume is going down. No, the volume always goes down in consolidation phases, but the consolidation phase is not just, you know, sideways motion. The consolidation phase can be downwards, it can be towards the upside. There is all kinds of consolidation phases, right? The moves are important, the moves and the volume is important, but consolidation phases always have lower you know, because they're consolidating, which is always a very, very good indication that something is going to happen at the end, right? It's very important, but the volume up here is not the important part. It is the monthly time frame, weekly time frame. Sorry, this is daily, weekly time frame on Bitcoin. And unfortunately, right now we are at RSI 81. So Bitcoin is coming in this oversold, overbought territory. The momentum is already been climbing for a while, and it can still climb maybe for a couple of weeks up here towards the upside a little bit, but we are getting very, very close to some kind of very toppy levels, right? And you also see up here on my indicator up here that right now we are very close to these very high levels, right? These are overbought levels, right? So over here we came in some kind of you know, topping up here, that was that. These topping levels up here, that was that. Then you had these topping levels over here. You had these stopping levels over here, you had this stopping level up here, right? So this stopping level, you can see up here, I mean, it can still continue going towards the upside, but you're already at these very, very toppy levels, and indicators are already showing us right now that Bitcoin is getting into that, you know, those overbought levels. So I still think that we have more moves towards upside, towards 46, 50Ks, because those are major levels, those are the levels that are going to get shorted. But I don't believe that after that we are gonna, for whatever reason, you know, for whatever reason, just, you know, break the 46 to 50K. I think we need to have more consolidation. Dogecoin is at very, very resistance level up here on 2-day chart. This is Mlaren chart. It is a very nice channel, and it is at resistance level. Are you gonna short the resistance level? But so let's look at the Dogecoin as well, since we are already doing, you know, coins. So, you know, let's look at Dogecoin. Where is Dogecoin down here? There we go. 5% towards the upside. Let me see where my lines are. I think my lines are on the weekly time frame. I don't know what this is. Only this last move is actually important to me, and I think it's already broke towards the upside, because if you look at these levels up here, I think it already broke. I think it's already out. Let's look at a monthly time frame up here. If I was a monthly chart, where would I be? If I was a monthly, would I be over here? No, let's go 2 weeks. 2 weeks. There, this is nicer. This is actually very nice. Let's go something like this up here. I think this line over here should go something like this over here, and then it's go up there. Go towards top. I'm a little bit unsure, but I do watch this line over here at least, and I think it's already out. So I think I need to look at it a little bit more, but I've been looking at this line over here, this part over here, this consolidation, and I think it's already out over here. Also the volume up here, you can see up here the volume kicked in once we broke that towards the upside. So I think it's already outside. I might be mistaken, but there's that. That's the Dogecoin. That's the Dogecoin. No. No what? And before we go, guys, what do you think about gaming coins now? Voxel, for example, just broke the trend line and is still 300% from the 50 fib level. Well, fib level we don't care. Voxel, isn't Voxel the one that Mladen is shilling or sharing? Yeah, there is the Voxel down here, and it's up something like, yeah, it was up 100% only. But I'm really not, you know, bearish on gaming coins. If you've been following this channel, you know I like gaming coins. How much percent is Bitcoin dominance now? Yeah, the last thing we can actually check is Bitcoin dominance, because, you know, Ben Cohen, weekly time frame, the dominance still goes towards the upside, but, you know, the theory still stands. And the theory, we haven't been actually looking that much on too much TA on Bitcoin dominance, but, you know, ever since we are starting going towards upside, we said, you know, the 200 moving average is gonna be important. We might zigzag above the moving average. We are zigzagging above the moving average, and right now Bitcoin is coming to 46k, so we are expecting this to eventually break towards the downside over here, eventually, right? So it is very close, but, you know, zigzagging above up here, and then, you know, all season. Okay, guys, we had fun, we had joy, we had seasons in the sun. The FOMO move is coming. The people are getting, you know, very much, you know, FOMO feelings. So altcoins are gonna pump, we think. It is important to watch coin by coin. There might be coins that are not getting out of the channels though. I'm not saying everything is gonna go out of the channels, but there might be coins. I'm just taking random coin right now. There might be coins that are gonna just hit, you know, the resistance level and do this and then go back down again. I'm not saying that all coins, but, you know, I think majority of coins are gonna have a nice pump, and that pump might be the FOMO pump, and that FOMO pump might give you a pullback, and everybody might be underwater, and then you have a, you know, capitulation event, which is a fearful event. Everybody thinks it's gonna go back down to 10k. And then we go to, you know, 2025 bull run. That is the goal. It's been goal since, you know, since the bottom at 15k, 20k. It's been the goal for since 2022. The bull run is in 2025 top. We just have to wait. It is a lot of, you know, fear, doubt, you know, during these times, but eventually we get there, eventually. And then meanwhile, you know, join our, you know, TA fans club, chat, and, you know, have fun. Enjoy the day, guys. I'm gonna, you know, kids are at school, so I'm gonna go do stuff. Where is my outro? Bye-bye.
Random rewards are so sweet, honey's all that I can see. Blame nature, why don't ya? I make no apology, I'm in love with a meme about as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire, I'm not weak or lazy. I'm like electricity, I'm the path of least resistance, always lies the way for me. I'm in love with a meme about as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, dash, Doge Daddy, yeah. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, dash, Doge Daddy, yeah. Dancing Teslas and SpaceX, this fun, he's in control. I'm in love with a meme, about as real as a dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go Dutch, Dutch, Dutch.